Welcome to Thirsty Thursday. I hope everybody can see me and hear me okay. I'm obviously in a new spot today. I'm at my friend Christy's house for a party for Mother's Day. She does RF stuff, the Rodan and Field stuff, so we're having a cute little party called like Momosas and Mini Facials. So I'm really super excited. It's gonna be fun. So this is my booze for today. I got my cute little, see they do the RF stuff, so there's little eyelashes on the cups. It's so cute. So I'm super freaking excited. But I want to talk today about something that's really super freaking important. This is like the number one thing that I get questions about all the time. April, hi, I'm so glad you're here, April. Yes, always say hi to me so that I'm not staring at myself on camera talking to myself. And I love talking to you guys. So, how to stand out online is like the biggest thing, but in reality what that means is like, how do I make myself seem different from everyone else? Like, how do I not look and feel and sound and say the exact same thing the exact same way as everyone else in my industry, right? That's what we really want to know, because in reality, you can learn your thing, whatever your thing is, probably from anyone, right? Like, I'm not the only person on the planet to ever teach brand strategy. You can learn this stuff from a lot of different people, right? So what is it about me that brings my people to me, right? And what is it going to be about you? How do you articulate it on the internet in a way that people get it and people connect with you? Because that's our goal. So that's what we're talking about today. How to talk about what makes you different, because you know what makes you different, right? Like, you know that people are going to connect with you and really like what you have to say and want to work with you because of that. But how do you like get it out of your head into words and onto a website or into a social media post in a way that people get it? Tell me, like, whether you're live right now or if you're watching the replay, like, tell me if that's you, like, if you've had this struggle. And I would love to hear it, like, in your words. I would love to hear your perspective of, oh my gosh, if I could just like say whatever it is. That's where I stayed stuck for so long, especially before I transitioned into branding, when I was just doing graphic design, because like everybody and their dog does graphic design. It's like you have to be able to talk about your thing in a way that people get it, and they're like, oh my gosh, yes, I have to work with you. You are my person. You get me, and that's the ultimate goal. So Thirsty Thursday, I promise I've only had 2 sips of wine. Thirsty Thursday is really, really simple today. It's really just articulating you. So the first thing that you want to do, like, I have some questions that I want you to ask yourself, and we're doing this right now with my paid program, my group program. So I'm like all jazzed up about it because I love seeing this stuff come to life. First thing I want you to ask yourself is, what's your brand archetype? If you don't know what I'm talking about, go take my quiz. So most of us in this group found this group from my quiz, so you've probably already taken it before. If you haven't, it's like huge on my website. It's right in the corner. Become a client magnet. But really what that is it's gonna dig into like your innate strengths and what it is about your personality type that allows you to connect with other people. Like your strengths that you want to like play up online. So for me, I'm like a mix of the creator archetype and the maverick archetype and the sage archetype. So what that means for me is when I show up and when I talk about things, it's really cool because I'm balancing, my graphic design knowledge and my like creativity side of my brain with my sage type stuff, where I'm very strategic and I'm very like aware of systems and processes and how to like reverse engineer your plan. So like I see your big vision and I'm able to help you come up with step-by-step plans to get there. That's my strength, and I learned that from my archetypes. So that's the first thing to do. Take the quiz, figure out what your archetype is. Mine is freaking amazing. Obviously, I love my quiz. It's my favorite thing I've ever done. But there's tons of other brand archetype quizzes out there too. So you can just Google brand archetype quiz or go on Pinterest and find one, but really dig into just your personality type and what is it about you that makes people connect with you, and what are your strengths. What I don't want to happen, and why I love teaching it this way, is because I don't want you to be saying, what do I need to do to make people like me? What do I need to say? How do I need to show up to get people to like me? Fuck that. That's not what we're about. We are about getting people to fall in love with us for being ourselves. We just want to show up and be ourselves and not have to be or do or say anything that feels off or wrong. When we come from that energy, we just don't sell things. That's the bottom line. It feels gross, but we also don't sell things, so we don't want to do that. So really dig into those strengths of what makes you you. So that's the first thing I want you to do. The second thing I want you to do is my favorite question that I love asking everyone. Like I said, we're in this section of my group program almost. We're almost there. But what pisses you off about your industry? Like, what makes you so effing mad about how other people in your industry, competitors or other people that do what you do, the way that they show up? What makes you really effing mad? What pisses you off about it? And I love that question because it's so much easier to figure out what makes us different when we come at it from that perspective. Like when I did design, it pissed me off that people would sell logos for $25 or $5 on Fiverr and sell designs because it devalues the service and it makes people not understand what they're really getting and really seeing the value. That pissed me off. So when I started marketing myself that way, when I started saying like, I'm a real designer, I went to actual design school, these are my strengths, you don't just get something that looks pretty, you get something that's strategic and helps you achieve your goals and is going to connect with your ideal clients. That makes all the difference in the world than just saying I'm a graphic designer and I make pretty things, right? So that's the second question. Just what pisses you the hell off about your industry? And actually write it down. You guys have heard me say this before, and I'm going to continue to say it 80 bajillion more times probably, but get this stuff out of your head and onto paper. Actually write it down. Actually, like, get it into words. What the answers to these things. Same thing with your archetype too. Like, you get a big, awesome, amazing PDF after you take my quiz. Well, if you sign up for my email list, you do. You don't have to sign up for the list, but if you do, take notes, like dig into that stuff, really, really figure out what it is that you identify with and that you resonate with. So that's it. That's Thirsty Thursday today. It's really, really super cool. And I want to make it as simple as freaking possible because this is the part where everybody gets stuck, right? Like, how do I sound different? I promise you, if you combine those two things, like your unique strengths with what pisses you off and how you're going to do it different, you're going to stand out. You're going to stand out all freaking day long, and you're going to bring the right people to you. So again, that's the end goal. I want to attract my ideal clients like a freaking magnet. That's what my little tagline from my quiz is. Attract your ideal clients like a freaking magnet. And that means exactly what I said a second ago. Like, I don't want to bring in people who I'm going to have to convince to like me. And I don't want to bring in people that are going to like get offended by anything that I say or are not going to resonate with what I say. I'm going to say whatever I want to say and trust that I'm doing the right things, that the right people are going to come to me that way. So that's Thirsty Thursday. I'm super freaking excited about this one because this is it. Like, this is the core of everything right here. This is how we make money, is we stand out and we bring in people who love us for us. So, last thing before I hop off, I am doing intensives right now. So this is my brand new offer. I'm so effing excited about this offer. If you are struggling with any of this stuff, this is step one. This is step one, digging so deep into all of these things with my help. So what we'll do is it's a 2-hour intensive is the first part of it, where we'll get on a call for 2 hours and we dig into all of this stuff. We go into what it is about you that makes you different. Like, what are those strengths and what are those weaknesses? And then what pisses you off about your industry, and talk about your industry as a whole and where you fit in so that we can figure out where you stand out and where you can really make a big impact for the right person. And then we dig into that ideal client. Like, who are they? What do they want? What are their goals? What are their fears? What are their values and beliefs? Like, I don't care about your ideal client's physical location or, all of that surface level stuff. That's not what this is about. This is, we want to connect with them on a deep human personal level. So we dig into that, then we dig into your actual offers. What are you selling? Because that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. Like, making sales online, showing up on the internet is about saying the right thing to the right person in the right place at the right time, right? So really, that's the pieces that we're digging into, making sure we're talking to the right person about the things that they actually care about and in a way that they're going to connect with us. So super freaking excited. I'm selling these things. I'm only doing them right now during the month of May because they take a whole bunch of time. So the second piece of this is the entire audit of your business too. So what that looks like is I'll go in and look at every single thing you're doing right now. There's a really detailed questionnaire that you fill out that tells me every single thing that you're doing in your business right now, how you're showing up, how you want to show up, what your actual goals are. And then I go look at everything you're doing. And then after we meet on the call, I give you like 20 pages worth of data for you to go implement and start showing up the way that you want to implement. So there's everything from like how to use the archetypes, how to talk about your thing in a way that is really powerful and that